And race 146 is underway. Looks like H2O Montreal is out to a lead, still in their start sequence with a high stroke rate. They will bring that rate down and settle into the body of the race. The boats have settled in. They're about 70 meters in, and now they're into the stroke rate for the body of the race. I know my team, which is a Senior C team, we try and keep our stroke rate in the body 62 to 64 strokes per minute. Now we have the overhead view, and we can see that it's CSDC Liquid Assets in lane 1 with a lead. H2O Montreal is about 2 seats back. And in the outside lane, it's going to be 22 Dragons moving up. At about the 200-meter mark, it is still CSDC Liquid Assets. H2O Montreal Canada is still hanging in there. CSDC has a couple of seats on them now. And 22 Dragons in the outside lane is still a couple seats back from H2O Montreal. As we come to about the 100-meter mark, it's still CSDC with a lead, followed by H2O Montreal. But in the outside lane, 22 Dragons has actually closed the gap and is moving up. Still maintaining that same steady stroke rate. They've got multiple races to go through with the progression. So in lane 2, it's going to be CSDC.
By a boat length there.
And lane 3 with H2O Montreal, followed by 22 Dragons, followed by Raysberry.
From Great Britain. Great race. We see 2 white flags for the race official boats. That was a nice clean race for everyone. That was heat number 2 of the Mixed Senior B. And here are the results in lane number 1. First place, unofficially, CSDC Liquid Assets with a time of 2.04.9. In second, from Canada, H2O Montreal Canada with a time of 2:08.10. And in third, 22 Dragons with a time of 2.09, 2 minutes 9 seconds, 0.38. And from Great Britain, 2 minutes, 14 seconds, 0.18.
Just give us this minute.
Are you ready? Attention. Go.
Race 154 is underway.
Before we call this race, 155, we need MB paddling and heat to the marshalling now. 155, MB paddling and heat to marshalling now.
Back to the race. It looks like lane 1, 22 Dragons, has a very slight lead, followed by Gold Coast. Actually, the first 4 lanes all appear to be neck and neck with this drone shot. And in the outside, Ottawa they're losing a little bit of ground, but it's still all 4 boats in the first 4 lanes. If I could tell from this, Gold Coast has a very slight lead.
Necker Dragons just fighting that lane. They're on the left side trying to pull back to the center lane.
You know, Kerry, we've been talking about the center lane. I'm wondering if we got a slight, we have a red flag behind lane 2.
And that is lane 2 pulling over to the right side, and it looks like the official has caught something very weird there on that race.
It still looks like, now it looks like lane 4, which is H2O Montreal, has built a very slight lead coming to just past the 250-meter mark. We have been talking about the center line. I'm wondering if we're getting a very slight angle off the drone that's doing that for us, Kerry.
Let's see what happens. We're coming down to the last 150 meters. Mark, what do you see?
I am seeing, still looks like lane 4, which is, H2O Montreal with a slight lead. Lane 3, which is Neckar Dragons, is right there with him. And lane Lane 1 and 2 are very close together, slightly behind lane 3. It looks like lane 4 has got it. Lane 1 is coming on strong at the finish.
Will they have enough room, Mark?
It's going to be, they've got 30 meters. I believe it's going to be lane 4.
You're right. No, yep, you're right.
Followed by lane 3, and 1 is going to get third in this race by my angle.
So that was H2O, followed by Nectar Dragons, and then 22 Dragons out of nowhere on lane number 1 sneaks in for the third position.
Now what's interesting, the officials at the end of the race had white flags across the board with a red flag partway through the race. So the unofficial results are H2O Montreal in 206.1, Neckar Dragons in 207.1, 22 Dragons in 207.9, Gold Coast from Australia 208.29, and Ottawa DBC in 208.81. Those are unofficial results. Raysbury did not start.
And there they go. Look at this shot. This is a beautiful view of a start. And I can't even tell who's in first, but it looks like from this angle, Pickering is off the line first in boat number 2. And they are fighting for this final. There's only going to be 3 winners, first, second, and third. Everyone else, they're going to have a tough pill to swallow. And boat number 1, Nectar Dragons, pulls to the left of the lane. They must find their center of the lane as soon as they can. It is still going to be boat number 2 in the lead, followed by Philadelphia and boat number 4. Boat 4 is still making their move. It's going to be 4 and 2, Pickering and Philadelphia. This is going to be a 4 to even a 5-boat finish. Let's see what happens. Coming to the 200-meter mark, it is Philadelphia now making their move. For Philadelphia is now in the lead, followed by boat number 3, CSDC, and then Pickering. The shift has happened. It is Philadelphia in first, followed by CSDC, and then Pickering. It is 4, 3, 2. But look at boat number 1. They are off their line. They are in the left of their lane in number 1. They are getting called here. It's going to be an interesting call for the race officials for sure. But boat number 4 still in the lead is Philadelphia, followed by CSDC and then Pickering. Pickering and Nectar Dragon in lane number 1. 1 and 2 are fighting it out, but look at number 4, Philadelphia. Bob, you must be happy. Coming to the last 100-meter mark, it is still going to be Philadelphia in the lead. In second, it will be boat number 3, Pickering, followed by a fight between 1, which is Nectar Dragon. Nectar Dragon in third at this time unofficially. Coming to the finish line, it will be boat number 4, Philadelphia, followed by boat number 3, Pickering. And in the finish, it will be boat number 1, Nectar Dragon. That was a 4-3-1. What an exciting race. Bob, are you happy to see that result? Now, Bob is just typing his message, and I'll read it to you shortly. Oh, that was exciting. Look at both 3. They're just raising their hand. And in unofficial results, it is going to be USA Philadelphia with a time of 2:03. Canada CSDC 2:04.59. And on the outside, German Nectar Dragon 2:05.30. In fourth, H2O 2:06.01. Pickering Canada, time of 2:06.17, and 6:22 Dragons,